What is the square root of sigma? Well, it depends what is under the sigma, on top of the sigma, and to the right of the sigma. So let me go through real quick and show you what I mean by that. We're going to have a math lesson in MS Paint. So, sigma notation, zoom in, right? Sigma, how thick can I make this? Thick, good. This is a sigma, right? It's a Greek alphabet letter. Usually has the little things on here, but don't matter. So, this right here will be like a number, let's say 10. This is going to have a variable, let's call it n for number. Then we can say n equals 1. What this means, I'll tell you after I show this. So, let's say that there was a 1 here. I believe this is correct. So what this would equal is 10. I believe. Let me make sure. So, let me make sure about this. The way I do know it, I'm just gonna do the way I do know it. Fuck going from the beginning. I ain't a math fucking teacher. I ain't a math teacher. Let's go through this the way I know it. So I'm gonna say this is n. N. Was I using something else? N. Good enough. So what this equals is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It equals that. The reason being is that this is the variable. This is saying what the variable starts at, and this is saying what the variable will end at value-wise if you increment this by 1 each time. So n starts as 1, so you put the 1 here. Then you add it by 1 plus 1, and that's 2. 2 is not 10 or less than 10, so that's fine. So you make that 2. Plus 1 on 2, you make that 3. You make it 4, on and on and on, until you reach 9. So you reach 9, and it's like, okay, 9 plus 1, that is 10. So that will be the last one. So this will be the last one now, is that 10, and then you add that all up. The sigma here, this sigma, means the summation of whatever this formula is, with the variable equaling this and being incremented by 1 each time until it reaches this number, and that will be the last number, the value that this variable will be, and then you add them all up. It's the sum of that function with that variable changing, incrementing by 1 each time until it reaches the limit. This will be on the test. So, because I'm lazy, it's 55. So sigma, so it's sigma n equals 1 to 10 equals 55. Yeah, there's a test. Now the reason I was confused with, I fucking did it on here. The reason I was confused, is there a clear button? Let's make a new. The reason I was confused about this is that this might just equal 1. Let me make sure. Sigma notation calculator. Oh no, 1. No, okay, it is what I said. It is 10. Alright. That's what I thought. You sum this, because like, okay. The reason this works is because if you had like n plus 1, what you would do is that it would be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 all the way down to 10 plus 1. So if this n didn't exist, it would just be 1, and then you would do that 10 times, because that would be the counter of the amount of times that you would add these together, and then it would just be 1 plus 1, because the n doesn't exist, so that's just nothing. So nothing, nothing 1 plus nothing 1 plus nothing 1, all the way to the end. So you do that 10 times, and that'd be it. There's your math lesson. Bam. So that's sigma notation. So it's sigma variable to, I don't know what they usually do. I'm just going to say x n equals, hold on, I had to do question mark, then x, and then f of x. So I should probably not use this as an x. Let's call it L. I don't want to do a capital L because that's dumb. Let's just call it Z. I like Z. I think the real way you do it is R. Yep, that's it. Okay. We're redoing this. Sigma R N equals question. I keep doing question marks like a 1. That, then f of x. Or is it f of n? It's f of n, because the variable is n. Right? So f is the function which includes n as a variable, and a function is a fucking mathematic shitterdonger, which makes it so that there's a bunch of fucking numbers and shit, but there's a variable in it. So if you change that variable, you'll change the output. This is the output. The output will be changed to different outputs based on having a different n. It is not a function if the y's, I believe, come out to be the same thing or something. Yeah. So, I think that's what it is. I think it's like 2 y's cannot point to the same x, or 2 x's cannot. No, two of these can point to the same, can make the same y, I think. Yeah. So like if you have a squared function, and this is a negative number of the same thing, I think that's the same. No, hold on. That doesn't work. Anyways, that's a fucking function. Deal with it. This is Vanguard's math. Review. Yay. So wait till we get to what this means. That'll be next time. I keep fucking hitting Epic Pen. Unlucky, go next. GG's, boys. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed the maths. Hope I didn't hurt your brain too much. Peace.